Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Evidence, and in today's video I am going to show you how to save images using Matplotlib. So with that being said, let's go ahead and begin. First, I'm just going to create my Python notebook. I'm going to call it save images .ipynb. .ipynb is how you create Jupyter notebooks. And I'll go ahead and import the modules that I need. And I'll go ahead and select the environment that I'm going to be using. All right. So as you can see here at the bottom of the import list, I have something that says from data prep import data. I have a Python file here called data prep, and its job is very simple. Its job is to import my CSV file and read it. So we are going to be using this data. I'm going to do df is equal to data. I'm going to do df.head. And I'm going to run this. And that's a preview of the data. So basically my data frame is coming from this data prep module. So to begin our lesson, the first thing we're going to do is save an image from Matplotlib. So first I am going to create a heat map, and I'm not going to walk you through this. I have a different video where I show you how to create a heat map. So if you have a heat map image like this and you want to save it to a folder or a file, this is how you do it. So the folder has to exist first, if not it's going to throw an error. I'm not going to create the folder, and I'm run this and I'll show you what I mean. So if I want to save this as a file, I have to do plt.savefig here, and I'll do the folder where I want to save it is images, and the file name is going to be heatmap.png. Now this is going to throw an error because I don't have a folder called images, right? And here I have plt and SNS. Both of them are coming from up here. I did import Matplotlib as plt and Seaborn as SNS. I just didn't want you to get confused. So let's go ahead and run this. And as you can see, it throws an error. And this error is because there's no folder called images, right? So let's go ahead and create a folder called images. And now let's go ahead and run this again. And now if we look in the images folder, we have a file called heatmap.png. And there is our heat map. Pretty cool, huh? Now, that's not the end of the story. Just a few more things I want to show you. If you do plt.show before saving your images, you get a blank image. So basically this is the same thing above, but the only difference is here I have a line that says plt.show. Above I don't have a plt.show. So if I go ahead and run this, we are gonna get a blank image. And here I just got the heatmap 2. So if we look here, we now have a file called heatmap 2. And as you can see, the image is blank. So I don't know why this happens, but it's something that I observe. So you need to be aware of that. You could also save image with transparent background. So save image with transparent background. This is what the code looks like. So this code is just going to create a distribution plot. And I have a different video where I show you how to create a distribution plot. But as you can see here, our plt.savefig here, we have an additional parameter that says transparent equals to true. So this is going to create this image, but with a transparent background. And let's go and run this. And that's what let's look at what our image looks like. As you can see, our image has a transparent background. So if you want an image with a transparent background for any reason, that is how you do it. You could also change the background color. So we could repeat this. We could run this again. And here, instead of transparent equal to true, we'll do face color is equal to red. And let's go ahead and run this. I'll call this color. And if we go to distribution map color, as you can see, we now have a map that has a red background. We could run the same graph the same map we ran earlier. This is the heat map, and let's just call this yellow. And let's run this. Now we should have one that says heat map color, and boom, now it has a yellow background. So as you can see right here, some of these things are cut off. Like if you look here, some of the words are cut off. You can change the size of the graph. So this is where we change the size of the graph, and instead of having the graph as a 20 by 10, you have the graph as a 30 by 20, and this is width times height. And now if we go ahead and run this, and we're looking for heat map size, and as you can see right here, our graph is taller, and we have and everything is showing up. It does look tinier on the screen, but at least everything fit in the graph, as opposed to what we had here where everything did not fit on the graph. So you can play around with the size of the graph that you get. If you are working with a distribution plot where you change the size, is a little bit different. So with a distribution plot like this one, you actually define the size using height and aspect ratio. So with the heat map, you use plt.fix to change the size of it, but this you use height and aspect ratio. And I'm just showing you this too, so that whenever you're working on this, you will decide, you kind of like do a little bit of research to find out how to change the size for the graph you're working with. Are you gonna change it using Seaborn, as part of the graph, or are you gonna change it using Matplotlib, using fixed size? So that's kind of what the graph looks like. Now that I've changed the aspect ratio, and if we go to this new one, which is distribution map size, you can see that's what it looks like. That's basically it for this video. To get access to this notebook and any other notebook that I use for tutorials in this YouTube channel, just go to machinelearningeducation.com. machinelearningeducation.com, and this is what the site looks like. And I'm gonna add the link to this in the description below. So just go here and sign up, and you get access to this notebook and any other notebook that I use in my tutorials. And when you sign up on that page, machinelearningeducation.com, you get access to this place. And this is kind of an example of some of the things that I have in here. I have the tutorial Python notebooks, which is where I have all the notebooks, and also have this notebook for today's video. And you also get access to other resources that I make available here. Like in my day-to-day life, I find resources that are helpful, I add them to this page. So be sure to sign up at machinelearningeducation.com/free to get access to this notebook and to get access to the other notebook and free resources that I have available for you for free. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with other people. And I'll talk to you on the next video. Bye.